Hi y'all, my name is Alyssa Vanilla and I converted this 2013 Chevy Sonic into my tiny house on wheels. So a little backstory about me. I converted this car into a camper in the fall of 2019. And at the time I was just using it for short weekend trips. And then last summer, the summer of 2020, I actually moved in to my car full time. I have video tours of both those versions of my car, the camper version and the house version, on my channel if you'd like to go back and take a look at those. On those two video tours, I was getting a lot of questions and they were basically the same questions over and over again. So I decided to film this video so I can go into detail about how I converted this tiny little automobile into my RV. And RV stands for recreational vehicle, so yes, this is an RV. I'll go ahead and start with what I feel is my most commonly asked question, and that is, how did you attach this board to the back? I went to Home Depot to have this piece of board cut to fit my car, and I went up to the Home Depot workers and was like, I need some really strong adhesive that will last through the ages, that sticks to plastic, and they gave me the glue with a little monkey on it. I think it's called Gorilla Glue. I glued it with Gorilla Glue, and that was 2019. It's 2021 and this thing's not going anywhere. Thanks, Home Depot. And I know that it looks very aesthetically pleasing, but it actually serves a functional purpose as well. I put this here so that I could use this back, I don't know what it's called, but this back thing as a shelf essentially, so I could put things up there and they wouldn't slide right off. And right now it's my bookshelf. The second most common question that I get is, how did you hang the curtains? In the beginning, I made my own window covers. Now I have ones that I bought from WeatherTech that are custom to my car. But in the beginning, I made them with Reflectix and black fabric. So I went to Joann Fabric to get a bunch of black felt. And when I went in there, I saw all kinds of cool things, like all the stuff that's on top of the board, as well as this wooden dowel. I knew that it would be perfect for hanging curtains because when I was making my window covers, I wanted to hang curtains somehow back here anyway. I know that because of the angle of this window, I think that it would be difficult to make a window cover for that, so I figured I'll just hang curtains. And when I saw the wooden rod, I was like, that will be perfect to hang curtains from, even though I didn't know how I was going to hang it. So I don't remember how I figured this out, but I got in my car with the wooden rod and I realized that I could just stick it into the lining of my car. So that's all I did. I'm sorry, that's probably not really a helpful answer, but it's just stuck into the lining of my car. We have some fly friends joining us. And it actually wasn't long enough to span the entire length of the window, but pro tip, all I had to do was screw a screw into one of the ends of the wooden rod, and then I lengthened it, and now it's been sitting up there ever since. I don't know how it hasn't fallen, but it hasn't, and I'm very thankful. And then I just ordered some short blackout curtains off of Amazon, which I will put in the link below. Another very common question I get is, how did you build this lovely bed platform? First, I want to start with, I removed my seats. I saw an article online that had posted my build and they incorrectly stated that my seats were just folded down. That is not true. They are completely removed. And to answer another common question I get when people hear that I removed my seats, what did I do with them? Well, I posted them free for something to come get because I didn't want to throw them away, but I didn't have the space to store them and nobody came and got them, so I eventually just ended up throwing them away. I wish they could have been repurposed, but nobody wanted them, so I threw them away. But aside from attaching two legs to a small piece of plywood, there's really no build in this. It's just the plywood goes over the foot area behind the passenger side, and then it's mostly just foam mattress that I put over the top. The plywood piece doesn't even extend the entire length of the bed. There's some random boards that I have under, which I don't think make a difference, but I will show you that. The bed, I did my best to prop it up, but there's one of the legs, and then this plywood only goes to here. The rest is just random boards. So yeah, there it is. I definitely recommend building your bed on the passenger side of your car. That way you can still adjust your driver's seat as much as you want. I don't think that I've ever shown my kitchen on this channel, but basically all I do is I use a very small backpacking stove. It's here. And you just, I mean, I'm sure you know how our backpacking stove works, but undo it and you attach it to the little gas container and you have a little mini stove. And I like the backpacking stoves rather than a Coleman single burner because it just fits so compactly and it does essentially the same job. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not much of a cook, so I don't really cook that much. Mostly what I do is boil water for coffee. I've also made some pretty good butter noodles. It's very, very small, perfect for my needs. It was less than $20 on Amazon, and I can link that below. It came with this pan, a little pot, which I use the most, and a plate. So my clothes naturally take up the most space out of anything that I own, and I store them in different places throughout my vehicle. Number one, the place where all of my bulkiest clothes go, things such as jeans and leggings, go in this lovely trunk here. It holds a lot of my clothes. I essentially didn't have to get rid of anything because it all fits in here. Aside from the trunk for my bottoms, for my tops, they all go in here. See how neat and compact they are? This is 3 rows of rolled clothes. It holds a lot more than you think. Roll your clothes. And the last place that I store the rest of my clothes, such as sleeping clothes, socks, undies, bras, swimsuits, is right here in my little dresser. It's really nice. It's easy access. It's great to wake up in the morning and grab a fresh pair of undies. This also fits tons of stuff. I got that also from Joann Fabric whenever I was getting the fabric for my window covers. A lot of people ask where they can get it. I bought it in 2019, so I'm sorry, I don't think it's sold anymore. So this here is my miscellaneous box. Every house has a junk drawer. This is mine. I can fit everything in here from my fans to my stove lives here. Band of Brothers lives here. My window covers for bugs. Everything that I need is in this box. For power, I have the smallest Jackery. It's the Jackery 160 and it works perfect for me. I can charge my phone and plug in my fans to keep cool at night. And it's only like 3 pounds, so it fits really, really well in a small space. And I don't have solar panels to charge this because I don't need it. Just about an hour or 2 driving and this thing is good to go. So it's really convenient. One day I think that I would like to upgrade to a bigger one, but for now, for basic, you know, phone charging and laptop charging, this thing really does the trick. For lighting, all I use are these battery operated fairy lights, and I have them battery operated. That way I don't have to plug anything else into my Jackery, so that's why I don't have USB lights. Some people like those, and that's fine if you have the power for them. The battery switch is right here, right next to my bed, so I can turn it off and on right from bed. And last but not least, my toiletries actually go right behind the driver's side seat in the little foot area. It's very convenient for easy access in the morning or at night when I'm gonna brush my teeth as well. All in here and here. And that is it. That is how I converted this tiny little car into my tiny little house on wheels. I love this car. We've taken so many trips together and I hope that we have a lot more to go. I really haven't had any major problems with it since I've had it for 7 years, and I had a leak recently, but I got that fixed and she's all good. We've been road tripping ever since. Hopefully we're back on the road very soon. Spoiler alert, we will be. Be sure to like this video and leave a comment letting me know what you think. If you want to subscribe, you'll get a video from me every single week. And that is about it. Have a good one, you guys, and I will see you on the road.